What's up guys, Dave here with TechDen.TV. I'm here with our HTML5 tutorial video number 1. Today we're just going to go over the very basics to get you started and set up creating your own websites. So the first thing you need to do is get Notepad++. Now you might be saying, well Dave, doesn't my computer come with a text editor already in it? It does, but the text editor you have, the Notepad, really sucks. So the best thing to do is get Notepad++. It's free, so 100 times better and free. I don't understand why you wouldn't use it. So first thing you're going to do is go to download, and you want to download the latest version, so I would download that right now. But I already have it installed, so I'm not going to download it. So make sure you just download it, install it, and when you do that, you should have this little guy pop up, just like that. So what you want to do is open it. Bam, and there you go. You are ready to start creating websites. Now first thing you're going to do is this file right here. It'll come up as a new one. You want to create a HTML file, not a text file. So what you want to do is scroll down. These are all the different type of program files you can create, and go to this hypertext markup language file, HTML. That is what we're going to be working in. I already got one pre-made that we're going to be working with, so here we go. Alright, so I'm going to go over some of the basic setup. Everything right here is basically what you're going to set up every time, the same, except for your title. Title could always be different for all your websites. First thing, doc type is HTML. We know everything from here on will be HTML. Our head, this is basically the encoding code that we're going to be using, and the title. The title is what's going to show up in your browser tab. So for me, I just made it TechDen.TV homepage. You could do whatever you want. A few other things I want to go over are these tags. You need to have an opening tag and a closing tag. The closing tag will always have the little slash to close it off. If I did not have that slash right there, and I click on that, you can see nothing happened. Click on this one, something happens. Click on this one, nothing happens. That tells me something's wrong here. Oh, I forgot the slash. Boom, look at that. Now our head is closed. Alright, another thing to remember with these tags is you always want to make sure they're always lowercase. The W3C org is basically the standards of, they create the standard of how to write websites and what websites should be. So the W3C says all this needs to be lowercase, so that's what we do. They say it, we do it. There you go. Alright, so after your head, you're basically going to create a body. A body has everything you need in your website. So today we're going to create a header, basically where your logo will go, or the title of your website. We're going to just do a basic section. We're just going to make 2 articles and a footer. The footer is basically going to be like where you put your copyright, 2014, or your company's address and phone number, whatever you want. And of course, we're going to close the body. And then we're going to close the HTML file. So let's begin with our header. So to create a header, usually I would do a logo here. I'll do a logo later on, but just for today, I'm just going to create a basic header. So I want to do H1. Now H1 is basically you have H1, H2, H3, H4, and so on. Basically these are like headline tags that you can use to create. H1 tag will be bigger than H2, H2 will be bigger than H3, H4 will be bigger than H5, 5 will be bigger than H6. So for a header, it's going to be the biggest, biggest, brightest point of our website. So we're just going to create the headline of our the header for our website. So it's the new Google. That's right. So after we do that, make sure it's closed out. Alright, the header looks good. Close out the header. Next thing we're going to do is create an article to go with our to go with our header. So we're going to go with a section after that. The section is going to be pretty much the body of our website, you know, where all the information's at. So for this, I'm just going to create 2 simple articles. For this, I'm going to make it a smaller header too. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to make this, we'll just do H3 for this one. H3. Alright. Now it's important to know that this section is basically the parents to this section. This section is the parents to this section. So once we go into more of the advanced type things to do with HTML5, you'll understand parents and children better. So before, you would have, these would be called divs. You know, this would be a div of this, you know, and this stuff would be in this div, and you would have another div. But HTML5 is a lot easier. You don't need to have 20 different divs with their own IDs. Now you could just have, you know, sections, articles. It makes it a little easier, and it's a little less clutter on your website. So, sorry, I was rambling on there. And so this article is just going to be the top story. And with this article, that headline, we're going to add a paragraph to it. So we'll just put a basic, you know, basic stuff here. So we're just going to put our basic stuff in there in our top story. Very simple. You know, to begin, I want to check out what does our website look like. So to check it out, you just click on wherever you save the file. This will open up into your browser. The new Google top story, basic stuff. That looks cool, but I don't like how these things are right next to each other. Usually you would have like a line right here, you know, blocking your header from, you know, everything else. So I'm going to add that in there really quick. This is kind of cool. This is very new to the HTML5, so it's called a horizon line. And basically a horizon line is just a line that's going to go across, you know, separating everything above it from everything below it. This tag is an open and close tag all by itself. So you're going to put, you know, HR space slash inside the tag, and this is a tag all by itself. So if I was to save this right now and look at it, boom, there we go. So it separates our header from our body, or the section. Alright. So instead of just making the same exact thing for this, I want to do H3 again. Well, you know, I'll do H4 for this one. Show you why it's a little smaller. And for this one, list of goods. You know, I'm going to do a list. So, for a list, basically, to create a list, this is how you're going to do it. So we got our headline. Now we're going to go into a unordered bullet list. So to create one of these, you'll start with UL. Now that tells you everything below that is going to be part of a bullet list. So I'm going to start creating what they call line items. So one, do another one, line item, line item 2. I don't know why I just do it this way. Oh, whatever. Can't. Line item 3. Alright. Cool. Now what else do I need to do? So that's good, that's good, that's good. That's not good. I need to add something there to close off this unordered bullet list. So boom, we'll do something like that. Alright, let's check out our website, see how we look. There we go. So we got, you know, our head, top story, list of goods. You know what? This section needs to have its own headline. So we'll just do a headline. Headline, whoops. Do 2, and this is the breaking news. There we go. Let's see how that looks now. There we go. So we got our header, our breaking news, and the 2 top stories that we have, the 2 articles we have in that section. Alright, our website's looking pretty good. Now we're going to add a footer. Before, with footer, you used to have to add a paragraph to it. With HTML5, you can just type in whatever you want. So I'm just going to type in TechDen.TV 2014. Usually you just put, like, you know, your business, whatever, down there. Today I'm just going to do that. And there's our website. Of course, that looks kind of lame. I'm going to have to add one of those. So I'm going to have to add a horizon line really quick just to make this look a little better. See, it notices that it's uppercase, but it needs to be lowercase. There we go. There we go. That looks a lot better. And there is our website. Now you may be saying, this website looks very lame, Dave. This is horrible. What are you teaching me? I'm just teaching you the very, very basic information you need right now. We'll go over more of this later on how to, you know, add a logo here, how to move it around, how to add a nice little sidebar, you know, a navigational bar, all that good jazz later on. But for today, this is just the very, very basic setup of what you need to create a website. So go home, play on this for a little bit. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm Dave. I work with TechDen.TV. If you like the video, please subscribe, show some love. Got any questions, you can jump on our forums. We'll always be happy to help. Thank you for watching.